Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am 10 days away from my due date, and I wanted to jump on here and do a just quick update of kind of what happened last week, the end of last week. So I am 38, almost 39 weeks pregnant. In 2 days I'll be 39 weeks pregnant. So last week I went in for my 38-week checkup. So that was last Friday, and found out that I have high blood pressure. So when I went in, they originally checked me, I think I was like 140 something over 85, which is pretty high. And then they checked me again before I left, and I was higher than that. So I was like 148, I think, over like 88. So they did not feel comfortable of just sending me home, and they wanted to see if I had preeclampsia, I think this is what it's called. So they sent me to labor and delivery for extra testing. And so they did a bunch of different testing up at labor and delivery. And just to add to all of my stress and anxiety, which I think that's probably why my blood pressure was high. So get to my car, and I do drive a newer Cadillac, and it wouldn't start. So I sat there for probably like an hour waiting for Michael's mother to come pick me up, because I knew I was gonna have to do blood work, and I just don't do well doing it by myself. So I asked her to come along with me while I did the extra testing. So she actually had to come pick me up. We go to the hospital. So they originally did just like monitored my heart rate or my blood pressure, and then they also did some blood work, and they did some urine samples. So everything came back normal, that I don't have preeclampsia, I don't have anything like that. And while I was there, my blood pressure actually dropped down to like 120 something over like 76. At one point I think it dropped down to like 114 over something low. I think it was like 75 or something like that. And that was right after I had like the needle in my arm and everything like that. So I think that's pretty normal when it comes to that, because I just don't do well with needles at all. So after getting my pressure so high and then getting the needle afterwards, I felt like very nauseous and very like lightheaded and everything. So after all of that, I was there from like 10 o'clock in the morning until about like 1:30, I want to say, of them just monitoring and everything like that. So I did have to go back to the doctor's on Monday. So get back to my car, get it jump started. Michael ended up replacing the battery. It just needed a new battery, so it's all good to go on that end. So I'm not stressed about that anymore. And I wouldn't really say I was like super stressed about it. It was just something to add to the pile of what had to get done in a very short time frame. So Monday comes along, and that's actually today. And I had a checkup with my doctor just to kind of make like a game plan, kind of check in about my heart rate, everything like that. So actually back up a little bit. So yesterday, which was Sunday, we were over at Michael's parents' house, and Michael's mom's a nurse, and she has one of those blood pressure things. I don't know what they're called. I know it has a really long name, but she checked my blood pressure a couple times, and it was still high. It was like in the 140s over like 90 and like 88 and stuff like that. So I knew like it just like wasn't going down. So I get to my doctor's appointment this morning, still have high blood pressure. It was like it was lower than what it was last week. I think it was like 135 over 88, I think, what they first did. then my doctor comes in to kind of make a game plan and everything like that. So since I do have high blood pressure, they want to do like a non-stress test to make sure Ethan's still good. He's kind of like moving around, like everything's good with him. So we have to do non-stress tests twice a week now. So I have one tomorrow morning, and that will be at my doctor's office. And I didn't really know like what it really was, so I kind of like researched it a little bit, and it's like a 40-minute test that they just put like the monitors on you, and they check to make sure like he's moving around, and when he is moving around, his heart rate is going up, you know, fluctuating when he's moving, to make sure that he's not stressed. So there's two sides to this. So if he is stressed and my blood pressure is affecting him, then they're going to induce me tomorrow or whenever I do fail a stress test. So if that happens to be Friday, then they'll induce me then, because I have another stress test on Friday. I keep yawning because I'm so tired. I didn't sleep like at all last night because I put it in my brain that, you know, if anything were to happen today at my doctor's appointment, I was going to go into to get induced. So literally so tired, and I just freaked out because I have so much stuff to do around the house still, but it'll be all done by the end of tonight, so I'm not too worried about it now. But anyway, so stress test tomorrow, blood work tomorrow, then on Friday I have another stress test, and then next week will be the exact same way. So it will be on Tuesday and Friday. Well, not even to Friday. So my due date is next Thursday, and my doctor is not letting me go past that at all. So if I do make it to my due date, then I'm already scheduled for an induction on the 19th of September. So if he comes before that, obviously it will be not induced unless I fail like one of the stress tests, which I don't think he will, because when I was in the hospital on Friday, every time he moves around, like his heart rate did go up and go down once he stopped moving and everything. So I think he'll be fine when it comes to that. So other little things to update you guys on. I am 2 centimeters dilated, and my doctor said today that I'm progressing really well. So, you know, if I do have to get induced, it will be less of a stress on my body, because some people get induced with like not being dilated at all. So my body is gradually, you know, dilating. My belly is so low, like he is so low. So I have so much pressure down there. It hurts to walk, it hurts to cross my legs, like it's excruciating. And it feels like I've been doing splits for like hours beyond hours, and that like I'm bruised down there and everything, and I know I'm not. But so that's another thing he said, was that he's coming down really low, and so that's all leading up to hopefully he'll come before next Thursday. And again, I haven't been sleeping at all, really. I think I was up maybe like 10 or 12 times last night. It was just not good. So I'm actually diffusing oils downstairs to try to, it's called like stress away. So hopefully that will help me relax a little bit. I just have to do a load of laundry tonight. I did all of it, rest of it this weekend. And I just want to clean our bathroom and take a shower, like wash my hair, kind of get prepared for everything. I do have to pack Michael's hospital bag, and I just want to make sure I have everything ready to go. I'm just going to put my camera, my laptop, all those last minute things that I had on my checklist, just put them in a bag and just put them by the door or put them in my car, and whenever it's time to go, I'll just excuse me, grab it and go. Michael has this theory that the day before I go into labor, if I pack his hospital bag, then I'll go into labor. So if that's true, then maybe I'll be going into labor tomorrow. But at this point, I don't see that happening. I haven't had like any real contractions. There's like a bunch of tightening in my stomach, but again, my doctor thinks it's just Braxton Hicks. So hopefully I can go into labor by myself. If not, hopefully hopefully I don't stress out Ethan too much, which was my main concern, is my high blood pressure, is that affecting him? And my doctor said he's fine. And that's why we're gonna do like the extra stress test, just to make sure. So by the time you guys are watching this video, well, I think I'm just gonna edit it and post it tonight, so I'm not gonna be in labor right now, but maybe one of my next videos that you guys see would be my labor and delivery vlog. I'm not entirely sure at this point. I planned up to having videos, whatever, to be twice a week and everything. Like I planned out like what I was gonna do for them, and then when it came to like the updates and stuff like that, I would, you know, write down all my updates. But at this point, I don't have like anything super planned. It'll probably just be kind of like updates of how I'm feeling, how my stress tests are going, everything like that. And I'll definitely take you guys along for everything. So if you guys liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.